I need some blended. There. Hello. Good morning. How you doing? Hello, Miriam. Good morning. How you doing? Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday morning? How's your health? How's your wealth? How's your attitude? Welcome. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. Can you do a pretty hairstyle? What's wrong with what I got going on now? What pretty hairstyle? Today's not a pretty day. Today's just a regular day. Today's a regular day. Tuesday. Okay, we don't need no fancy hairstyle. You are in the hospital, Brianna. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brianna. What's wrong? Why are you in the hospital? Who put you there? You want me to come pick you up? You want me to come pick you up from the hospital? What happened? Hello, Musa. How you doing? Good morning. Do you want me to come and get you? I have a blue eyeliner, but I don't know if it shows up. You broke your arm? Oh, so sorry to hear that about your arm. Hope you get better. You have a question about Christians. What's the question? What's your question about Christians? Hey, whoa, how you doing? What's the question? You have a question. What's the question about the Christians? What's the question? What's the question about Jesus? Hopefully I can answer your Jesus question. Maybe that person is thinking about their Jesus question. Well, while they are thinking about their Jesus question, good morning! Thank you, Brianna. You knocked the smell out the tail. What smell? Who's smelling? Oh, yeah, I know, Miriam. I'm asking Musa. What is his question? What's the question? What is the question? Thank you, Woo Woo. Oh, Woo Woo, I had a question for you. Before I send you this book, I gotta make sure you are age ready. What are you over the age of 18? I gotta make sure. I forgot to ask you that. I can't send something and you're not over the age of 18. I gotta make sure. Not that I think you're under 18, but I want to make sure. Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want to send you something and then I get somebody knocking at my door talking about you want to send this to some kid. I ain't got time. I don't look good in orange. You hear what I'm saying? I don't look good down. I'm not down with the orange. Your birthday is November 22nd. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, right at Thanksgiving. So your gift is turkey. Your gift is turkey, dressing, and macaroni and cheese. That's your gift. Okay? You're going to have a great time this year. And you 21 too? Oh, you about to turn up on Thanksgiving. Get you some drinks, not too much. Just because you're 21 don't mean that you can pour it up. Stay safe. Drinking ain't everything. Thank you, Brianna. Drinking is not everything. Take your time. You don't have to drink. Drinking used to be a thing we used to do back in the day because, we didn't have much entertainment. So our being goofy and crazy and drinking sometimes would make us all crazy and we hanging out with a lot of people. But now, that stuff is really not necessary. You can entertain yourself. You can be in your own world. Okay? Don't do too much. Don't do too much. I think sometimes young people go overboard. They start drinking and they want to keep up with their friends. They go overboard. And then they end up in situations that, you can't take back. And you don't want that. Just want to have a little fun. Just a little something. How old? I'm old. I'm like Sega Genesis AOL old. That's how old I am. Sega Genesis Atari game old. If you haven't heard about Atari, then I'm that kind of old. Old enough to be your mom. Yeah, I'm old enough to be your mom. Think about that. And I'm about to start playing Call of Duty pretty soon. Soon as somebody send me a console. ATC, how you doing? Vintage. Not vintage. I know you just didn't call me no vintage. But that's fine. I'm vintage. Welcome to Vintage Sales RS. Welcome where we sell priceless vintage pieces like myself. Priceless. Thank you, TC. Thank you. Yeah, I get that a lot. When people hear me on the phone, sometimes one person thought I was a child. So sometimes when I'm on the phone and I'm talking, I do sound like a little kid. But I'm old. I'm just not wrinkled enough yet. I got the acne. The acne keeps me looking somewhat young. All the acne I got on my face. And I'm about to start, the weight is starting to come off a little bit. So maybe I'll look a little younger, pretty soon. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, so maybe I'll get, you don't got any kids. You need some. No, you don't. You don't need no kids. You don't need no kids, TC. You don't need no kids. Stay by yourself. You don't need no kids. It's hard. It's hard with kids these days. You gotta train them up. You gotta teach them all kind of stuff. You don't need no legacy. You gotta teach them. You gotta train them. You gotta have patience. You gotta have your patience. Gotta be on 100 and 1,000 when you have children. Okay, because it take away your energy, your time. You never have nothing. You have no time to yourself no more. Okay, and you can't depend on no woman to do all the nurturing and caring. These women tired. These women tired. They can't do it all. And you have to step in and take charge, So you won't be one of them daddies that blame it on the mama. Well, I see why he turned out that way, because of his mama. If his mama, he wouldn't have turned out that way. So, Do you have baby? Do I have baby? No, I have baby, but I got a teenager. The marathon. Yes, 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 yes. I need to do the marathon. I do need to do a marathon. Thank you for reminding me. But kids are not for the weak. You got to take a strong, strong person to raise up a human being. Okay, you gotta. It's like your life is in the background and their life is in the front until they turn 18, and that's just how it is. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Protect yourself. Because some of the people that you date you really don't want them, you really don't want to parent with them. You know what I mean? Sometimes the people you date is not the one. I got two, Brianna, a boy and a girl. They old. They over the age of 18. The black woman too tired. Yeah, we too tired. And I'm pretty sure they tired too. Why you talking about Hispanic women? Everybody tired. We all had Jesus. Everybody tired of being a parent. Parenting is not for the weak. It's not easy. You have to sacrifice. If you're not a person who likes to sacrifice your naps, you can't nap when you want to. You gotta take the baby wherever you go to the grocery. Well, you're not today. Today you can, order the groceries online. Thank you, Brianna. Sometimes now you can order groceries online. So that part is easier. But still, you gotta expose the kid to, the outside world. So you gotta take them places. If you don't, they become crazy people. If you never take them nowhere. I mean, if you want to train somebody up to be like you, if you think your life turned out great, then do it. Then go ahead and raise you up a little minion. It is 7:44. It's almost time to start my job. It's almost time for me to start work. It's 3:44. What, a.m. or p.m.? Where you at? Well, good. If your life is great, and you can be a great father, then fine. Great, great, great. Everybody else be careful, except TC. Everybody else tread lightly. Unless you got the money to be a fun parent. You know what I mean? People don't think about that enough. If you got the money to be a fun, knowledgeable, educated, parent that you can, create a genius and have fun at the same time, that's what you want. You want to create your little minion genius. And you can have fun. You can have fun, you can be a good parent and have fun at the same time. That's what you want. But you gotta have money. You gotta have money. You gotta have ambition. You gotta be an ambitious, money, knowledgeable person. You gotta have it. You gotta have all three. You can't be barely making it. And because then the kid gonna have problems. What? Brianna, what you saying? I'm thinking you saying, what do I do for work? I think that's what you're saying. That's what my education is telling me that you're saying. You have to go? Okay, Miriam. But you come back next time. So what I do for work, I'm just like an analyst. I analyze things. That's it. I'm like an analyst. I analyze. I look at things. I solve problems. Basically. Answer questions. I answer a lot of questions every day, all day. I used to be just a regular kind of like employee, and then my boss, she left, and so then I had to kind of like ease in her spot just a little bit. So now I'm just like, how you go from like a regular, you just do your job, do your little thing every day, and that's it. And then it went into overdrive. I had to take the driver's seat. And I said, "Oh, hold on, what is this?" And before I knew it, I'm on to something else. So, yeah. Yes, Brianna, I hope you get better too. Hello, John. John, you 12. What you doing up? You supposed to be at school. But go to school. Get in them books. Get off of here and get on them books. Now. And I do mean it. You get off of here and you get in them books. I don't care what time it is. Wherever you at, open the book, start reading it. If you are under the age of 18 and you in my live stream, you supposed to be at school. You supposed to be in them books or at a job. You supposed to be putting on your uniform to go to work. You ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be here. You supposed to be at the job. If you don't have no job yet, you better get on LinkedIn, Indeed. Talk to your grandma. Your grandma will find you a job in a minute. Oh, grandma. That's what's missing. Some of y'all need to talk to y'all grandma. If y'all can't find no job, talk to your grandma. She will help you. Oh, you can't. Oh, hun, you can't find no job. Let me go talk to Charlie down at the factory. I have him get you a job by tomorrow. Go talk to your grandma and them. They get you a job in a minute. Boy, my grandma was alive. Don't come to her talking about you ain't got no job. She will find you a job in 2.3 seconds. You said you didn't have no job this morning. I got you hired this afternoon. Well, where am I working at? Don't worry about it. I'm dropping you off. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Just talking about jobs. Yeah, don't skip school. Go to school. Go to school. Now, don't be like them girls that on the first day of school, there's a video going around. Them girls was drinking alcohol in the bathroom on the first day. On the first day of school. Crazy work. Why in the world are you busting out the Don Julio in the bathroom? Is school that stressful? Is it that stressful on the first day? Ain't even no homework on the first day. Ain't no homework on the first day. It can't be that stressful. You got ChatGPT. Okay? Y'all got tools that we didn't have. We had to look in books. We had to open up an encyclopedia to get the information. We had to open up a Britannica to get to the answer. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't doing the work that we had to do. We had to do a lot to get to the information. We had to bust out that before there was calculators allowed in the classroom, you had to do that long division. You had to do that. You had to connect those dots on that multiplication. I can't even say it. That multiplication table. You had to connect all that. You're like, ooh, this row, let me go down this row. And if it meets right there, oh yeah, that's the answer. That's what we had to do. Y'all ain't got to do that. Your life is so easy for y'all in school. I don't understand. You should be all A students. Everybody should be on the honor roll. There should be no reason why you not on the honor roll in school. Everybody should be on the honor roll. Every single kid should be on the honor roll. Yeah, it's too easy. The papers write themselves. The papers write themselves. You don't even have to do, and all you gotta do is rewrite it in your own tone. That's it. Take it, rewrite it in your own tone. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You know what? I had to sit down one night in college. I had to sit there and write a 10-page paper from straight off the dome. Straight off the dome. No help. No help. I had to just look, read, and get that stuff off the dome. Not the woo-woo, you off the chain. Not the short bus. I'm telling you right now, we had a different kind of lifestyle back then. We had a different kind of life. The answers did not come easy for us. Okay, we had to look and research. Your teacher didn't believe you just because you wrote it down. Where's your resources? Where's your references? Where's your citations? Where's the footnotes? You know what I mean? They never believe you. Like, yeah, I got that out. No. Where's the work? Where's the credits at? Where'd you get it from? Nobody believed you. Had your paper marked all over in red all over. Bye, have an amazing day. People used to mark up. The teacher used to mark up your paper like this didn't sound right. So you guys have it easy in school. Y'all have it so easy, way easier than all of us. So you guys, you in school, do your work, do what you got to do. Whew. But today is Tuesday. We're going to have a positive day. We're going to have a great... Why did I have this one piece of lip ball in my hair? Okay, we're going to have a beautiful, positive day. We're going to have coffee. Do I have coffee? We're going to have coffee. I got tea. I don't have coffee. We're going to have a hot cup of tea to get the day started. I'm drinking barley tea today. Barley tea. So we're going to have barley tea. And we're going to work on some projects today. We got stuff to work on. You know what somebody called me? Somebody called me. One of my friends, because I told her all the stuff I'm working on. She said, you know what? She said, I'm going to start calling you Bruce Wayne. I said, Bruce Wayne? She said, you be doing everything. And I do. I try to do a lot of different things to keep myself busy, to keep my mind busy, with activities and things to do. That's what I do. I keep myself busy. And I hope you keep yourself busy with all the projects and the things that you want to work on. Keep your mind busy. Keep yourself busy with things to do, especially in this time. At this time, with all this crazy stuff going on, especially where we at, keep yourself busy with passionate things that you love to do and like to do. Keep yourself busy with that, okay? That's very important, especially at this time. You know what I mean? Not be distracted, really. It's not about distraction. It's about keeping yourself busy so that you maintain your good mental health during this time, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on and a lot that can get you down and depressed. And my answer for depression always is to be passionate about something, create your safety net, create your safe place. And your safe place don't have to be destructive or messy or disorganized and where you leave food in the sink for 3 days and you don't take a shower for 2 weeks and all this kind of stuff. Your safety net is where you lay your head and you make it the best place. You make it an oasis where you feel safe, not a place that looks like destruction. Don't destroy your place where you lay your head. Okay? Where you lay your head should be the most beautiful place, you know, even if it's just buying extra pillows or more covers or stuff, making your stuff neat and organized and clean. I know people, when things fall apart in life, they let everything go. They let their whole life just go in the dumpster. And I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You are homeless. And you're in the hospital? But what you do? What do you mean you homeless? You mean like you live in your car homeless? You live in a shelter homeless? Or you live on the street homeless? Which is it? I know a lot of people been living in their cars. Your friend took you to the hospital. That's a good friend. What's your Cash App so people can donate to your Cash App, help you get a place? Put your Cash App on the screen. You gotta put your Cash App up here so people can help you. And then I will repeat your Cash App so people can help you. I'll put a post up, Brianna, on my YouTube channel so that people can donate to your Cash App and help you get out of whatever situation. But it's not easy being homeless. That's not an easy thing. And it's not an easy decision to be in your car. I think it's a better situation that you're in your car and you're not on the street. See, you gotta create you a Cash App. You create what you do today, create you a Cash App on your phone, and then tomorrow I will you come back tomorrow to my live stream, and then you give me the Cash App and I will post it on my YouTube channel. Let's do that. You create your Cash App today. Come back to the live stream tomorrow. I'm here every morning. Come back to the live stream tomorrow and then I'll post it on my channel. So you can get yourself out of that situation. Now, if you don't do it, I can't help. Get the Cash App going. Cause that's too hard to be with 2 kids and That's too hard. That's too hard to do. What state you live in? What state you live in? Because depending on whatever state you live in, we have, like, where I live, we have pantries everywhere. These pantries give out so much food, it's ridiculous. Cumberland. Cumberland where? These pantries give out so much food. Cumberland, what state? What's the state you live in? That's a state? That's a country? What is that? You mean you live in Indiana? Do you live in Indiana? Is that what you telling me? You live in Indiana? Because there's only one Cumberland I know of, and that's in Indiana. I don't know about no other Cumberland. West Virginia. Oh, okay. Now, I'm sure West Virginia has pantries, don't they? Don't they have pantries where you can get food, free food, and all that kind of stuff? My auntie went to the pantry twice before. You don't have pantries? Are you sure? Hello, partisan. You may have to leave West Virginia. I know that is a hard thing to do, to leave a state. Sometimes you need to move where single moms thrive. You know the better state to move to is North Carolina. Single mothers in North Carolina and South Carolina, they thrive. I would move to a whole nother state. I would fill up my gas tank and go and move. And just apply for whatever job. Sometimes you gotta work 2 jobs to make up one. Well, that's a good question. As soon as you get the Cash App, Brianna, we're gonna post the Cash App. When you get the cash, you take that money, and then you're going to fill up your gas tank, put your kids in the car, and drive to another state. And while you are in the process of doing that, you are going to apply for other jobs. You're not going to do that. Why not? At this point, you have nothing to lose. No, it's not. It's hard. It's only hard when you say it's hard. But just like people who come here with nothing because they want a better life, there are people who go through hell just to get here. All you doing is going to another state. You're not going over enemy lines, or you're not going through treacherous terrain, or war or nothing like that. You just going to another state to give you more opportunity. You gotta get out of there. That's the obvious answer. Your mental is telling you it's hard. But you know what's harder? Watching your kids grow up and you have no control really. And you're not able to do the things you want to do for them. But that is harder to even think about. And as a mom, I'm a mom. I've been laid off. I've been all of that. Haven't been homeless, but I've been laid off. I know how that feeling when you don't have nothing. So my thought is that you gotta get out of there. And that's just, it is what it is. Time to move. You know, you might end up with a beautiful house, better job, more opportunities, see your kids smiling, and that's worth it. That right there, see the smile on their faces is worth it. So we're gonna work on your Cash App. Get that posted, get the money flowing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you just on time, too. I'm about to have a women's conference pretty soon. And once you get up to speed, get yourself, situated. You gotta come to my women's conference that I'm gonna have. It's not now, but it's gonna be probably next summer. Having a whole networking women's conference where you can build you a business, the whole nine. And it's not the normal conference. It's not those normal networking events where you just walk around and you kind of get an opportunity and you don't. It's not the same. Your kids are 4 and 2. You know what I used to do when I was laid off? I used to sit and I got this big, huge book of stories. And I would read my daughter those stories during my layoff because I had her first. And she was, my layoff happened like 2 years after she was born. And I brought this huge book of, stories. And I just went to, what is that called? Half price books. One of those cheap bookstores. Got this big old book of fairy tale stories. And I would read her those every single night. Every night. And then we would make up stories, and that kind of stuff. And I ain't have much money for a whole bunch of fancy breakfast or something, but I always made an effort to make pancakes because it was easy. Pancakes are so easy. It make it look like you put in so much effort, but you didn't really do anything, just pancakes. I found the easiest thing, the cheapest thing I could make, and that was it. She loved it. Pancakes. And that's what I did. And then I would read her the dictionary, and we would listen to classical music. We listened to a lot of classical music. And that helped her a lot. She didn't know what was going on. She had no clue. Now I was laid off or any of that stuff. She had no clue. She just know we moving here and there, having a good time. That's it. You gonna stay with your sister today? That's good. And while you at your sister's house, make sure you create your Cash App. Make sure you start applying for jobs in other states, whether it's North Carolina, South Carolina, down in Georgia. The women thrive in Georgia. They thrive in Georgia. So you move there, you know, it's time to move. Time to go. Time to put your car in gear. Get up out of there. And I've lived plenty of places. And I've been places. I've lived in Germany. I've lived here and there. I've lived all kind of places. And, you know, sometimes it's just time to go. But we're going to work it out, Brianna. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. You're going to do what you got to do as a mama. And we're going to get you on the right track. You're gonna get where you need to be. I don't play that. You're going to get there. And then by next summer, you're going to be just sitting back, having a smile on your face. The kids going to have smiles on their face. And that's it. Bye, Brianna. You have a great day. See you tomorrow. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to fix for breakfast. Probably nothing. Probably just drink tea. I may just drink some tea or something. I don't know. But now I'm hot. I hate this part of I hate getting old. Now I'm hot. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Bye.